Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's caught by Jackson. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Wentz again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Wentz. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Better bring it. You better bring it. Let me know right now. You better bring it.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Here.
Stand open. Mike Sparkle.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence, and that will force a turnover on downs. The offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
On 1st down. It's Elliott, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Normally that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You usually want to wait to 2nd or 3rd down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 30, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Back to it after the pick-6. Prescott. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So that one will be accepted. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A first down throw for Prescott. This to Jarwin. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Prescott finding Witten, and they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Prescott now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. To throw is Prescott, and that's Elliott, complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll throw again. Prescott. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Maher is good. been quite the season for Maher. First kicker in NFL history with 3 kicks of 60-plus. He's hit twice in 2019 from 60 or more, from 62 just before halftime against the Jets in Week 6. And then 1 week later, he hit from 63 to end the first half against the Eagles. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. Powers ahead at the 45. That one goes for 36 yards. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check 3, check 3.
5-7.
A final shot before half for Wentz. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they'd burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
25-yard line.
Go. Waiting.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Bound to lose one.
Here. Hang in there now. Wait, good.
Well, now they'll try the end around.
Go. Run.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Now Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They run with Howard. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
He was brought down by
They go with Howard again. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. In your face.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Wentz. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Wentz now to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, it just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another 1st down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Timmy Jernigan, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Prescott now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now Sproles. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz, screen pass to Sproles. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He finds Howard complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing is Wentz, and that's complete to Jeffrey. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40, the 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They give it off here to the tight end. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Go. Sweetie!
Mike 54. Mike 54. Get in the weight room.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And this is caught by Jackson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Wentz. Ertz has it left side. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Wentz now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. Sproles. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to tie things up in the final minute. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football. Game. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to tie things up in the final minute. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. Well, I think they knew that that one was going to be a long shot, but in the end, it's looking like they're going to come up short.
And it's tough to really hang too much blame on your kicker here either. That would have been well above and beyond his range. And this will go down as a tough loss. They played well enough to win.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Here we go, 46.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly.
Cooking up.